Back at it again. We tapped in. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, feeling great.
That's coming off that other high just now. So if
Ah,
you haven't been tapped in, Lika basically been going ham on the TikTok. She just got through a live stream for like the last hour.
yeah.
And
I wish it was longer, honestly, but
I
we had
think
to we had to jump on here.
I think she found a new little like niche that she kind of really vibing with. Cause I could tell like the energy it's been good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah, basically we just been like going live and reviewing music and just listening to music, like discovering new artists and helping them, giving feedback, you know.
You
So
should
I
have
like
saw when we
that.
walked in earlier. It was popping. She had this joint rocking. I'm like, I come in the garage, push the garage button. I'm like, okay. We walk in. I'm like, okay, that's where it's at.
Because
So
I had a list of like all these songs that people submitted, and I wanted to like get through them,
like
before the 6 o'clock deadline. Because I myself have been in that position where I submit music for people to review, and next thing you know, they done jumped off the live and they ain't even play my song. So I didn't want it to be none of that. So I wanted to get through everybody's. But yeah, nonetheless, I like doing this. I like discovering new artists. I like discovering music, um, and building a community. Because overall, that's what we're doing is just building a community.
I definitely could see the natural high. When you walked up them stairs just now, like you would have thought you had some gelato 33.
I was floating. I was floating on the cloud.
That's a good high. It's good because that means you truly like it. It makes you happy. It's exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically I guess what you've been on today. For me, I've just been getting to it, and Seven had a great test today.
Yeah.
She got
Shout out to Seven.
She got 7 out of 8 on her first ever test. So
Seven is our daughter, by the way. If you don't know who Seven is, her name is Seven. She's very special.
Yes. So I think today's been like an eventful day. But yeah, I don't know. What was the topic? What's the topic for today?
So I think we were going to hit y'all with, does style matter? And when we came up with this topic, it's so like broad. It can go in many different like spectrums, but just to keep it cohesive, when we say does style matter, that relates to music. Are we talking clothes? Are we talking swagger on the song? Like, what type of style are we talking musically?
I'm talking about the whole package. When you talk about being an artist, you talk about music, a lot of times your fans, first, yes, they're going to listen to the music. That's what's 9 times out of 10, hopefully that's what draws them in if they don't see you first. Mm-hmm. But after that, then, as you know, being a fan of different artists like such Aaliyah, was it just the music for her, or was it a collective when you became a fan of Aaliyah? Like, did you just love the music, or did you love the whole ensemble of Aaliyah?
I think first, when I think about it, I think it was her as a person.
See, that's a part of style, though. So it was somewhat of her
her personality,
how she carried
really
herself?
How she dressed. She was. When I think of tomboy, I think of Aaliyah. She was like really doing that tomboy swag, but then when she opened her mouth, it was like she could sing too, and she like kind of feminine and girly.
So she was a triple threat.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you have it. So first things first, you liked her style. That's what drew you in, and then the music, you kind of like that was like the double-edged sword where you was like, oh yeah, she fired.
Yeah, that was like the cherry on top. Like, oh, I'm tapped in.
So I feel like, to answer this question, style could be so many things to draw you in, but then once you locked in, it's kind of like, how can I explain it? I feel like you kind of did your job, whether it was the way you dressed, whether the way the music was. Instantly, you became a fan, or you was intrigued about who she was. That's the best. That's the best thing. You was intrigued when you saw who she was, and you wanted to know more. Yeah. And that's what style did.
It lured me in a way.
And often, a lot of times, when you think of fashion is that thing where you don't have to speak, but what you wear is your language.
It speaks for you.
It speaks for you, right?
Yeah.
So when you think about being a music artist, often a lot of times the ones that we see at those, they get to those levels, they don't always come in like the most stylish, but as they grow, they find their way, and or some of them get stylists to help them find their way. And so, or not only that, or sometimes they had the style, but they never had the revenue to really, I can't
magnify it.
Yeah, because style is something that's in you. You gotta have it, but definitely when your funds is a little bit longer, you could do, you could.
So I was gonna ask you. So what if like this artist, they don't have style? Like, what if will it still work for them
if they don't have style?
Yeah.
I feel like
because
anything could work for anybody if they figure out their formula. That's the best answer to that. But if you have style, that's like having that edge.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people who have style and their music is not subpar, but their style outweighs the music. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we just said, style is like this said, we going to the mall right now. We all walking in the mall. It's gonna be certain people that you're gonna see that just instantly draw your attention. You gonna
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the allure of what. Okay, I want to know who is that. I want to know more about this. And so I guess to answer your question, that's what's kind of cool about music too. Because, for example, you never knew her style. Before you said in the beginning of her career, she never wanted to show herself.
Oh yeah.
Right? So she did the opposite. She was able to show her style through music.
Yeah.
And once, she became that artist where she felt comfortable to show herself, that's when, we got to see the whole ensemble. So it's so many ways to be successful. It's never no one way, for sure. But I do believe when you have style, it's just that edge that you have.
Can you? Is there a way for this might sound like a funny question, but can you study people and gain style?
Oh, style is all inspiration. You see, a lot of people don't understand about art and everything we're talking about. When we're born, we don't have a lot of times we don't have none of this.
We blank. We come out blank.
We're a blank canvas. So a lot of times what you see becomes your reality, and your reality you pick from it, and that becomes bits and pieces of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, when you definitely to answer your question, you could develop style. It's a line I use in one of my songs when Gucci Mane, the dude asked me, he said, was you born with the sauce? And Gucci said, nah, man, I ain't born with the sauce. I had to acquire this sauce. You know what I'm saying?
That song.
Yeah, it's something that, it's experience.
Yeah.
It's no different than when you first start cooking, right? I'm pretty sure when you was in the kitchen with your mom versus when you first started by yourself, it was certain nuances certain seasonings that you see your mom or your grandma, whoever in the kitchen, that once you took a little bit of this, you created your own taco. You know what I'm saying? Or your own pasta.
Yeah.
It's just you taking those pieces and you making it your own. You got your own acquired taste. And so that's what's cool about style. And what's another thing too is one thing that's a known fact is that everybody has another person that can connect with them.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, what I might not think is hot, it might be somebody best example. You ever remember in high school, without us even knowing, it was clicked. Everybody was clicked up.
Yeah.
Right? You have the gothics, those people that's wearing all black, that was their style. Right? But we would be like, nah, that ain't, we trying to get fly, all that. But that was their style. And so what I mean by that is in music, it's the same thing. The emo music, that wasn't really never my thing.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people that was in that bag making that type of music, and that was their style.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I don't knock it all. I just understand that there's a pocket in a lane for everybody.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah.
So when you have that understanding, you can look at it like that. Yeah, style is just making the connection.
And then also too, like your style usually rolls over into your music, or it rolls into whatever else you're doing. It could be work, it could be personal, it could be whatever. So yeah, I agree. Style is definitely important because I feel like that's what's going to separate you from the rest of the world.
So let me even elaborate on that. So when you go back with dressing, right? I think one of my attributes when I approach music is that you ever seen somebody dress and they overly do it?
Like we're 3 different greens.
It just something like, where it was like it could have been if they just would have it was just too much.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
So as a producer, that's when I'm in the room, just like I put this shirt on, I gotta have a certain fit when I look in the mirror. The stacks gotta be a certain way. That's how I approach music. It's been many times where we in here and I'm like, that's too much. We gotta turn this down or this and that. So it's like, my homie Daniel was saying this in the video, and I never really looked at it like that, but it's kind of like it's like a taste. It's an acquired taste that I'm looking for with everything. Mm-hmm. And so often, a lot of times, that's what style is. Mm. It's what you can see, your perception,
your
mindset in so many different ways. Yeah. And I think, like with the clothing, it's very trend. That's what's cool about clothing, because you could look at somebody dressing, like, I like how they put that on. Mm-hmm. It flow. Mm-hmm. Same thing with music. Yeah. I like how the beat transition. Mm-hmm. It flows. Yeah. It's the same thing.
That's that acquired taste.
Acquired taste.
Yeah.
And so that's why style, it's important. But another thing too is that this was dope though. See, this was the magic in the 80s and 90s, and really before the 90s. What? The 2000s, it got kind of like, because when you really study music, back then, you had more of a collective. So best example, I'm going to give you this. Like, when Aaliyah was working with Missy Elliott, you don't think Missy Elliott has style?
Oh, yeah, a lot of it.
So what do you think that rubbed off?
On her.
Timberland. You see, so back then, that was like, you've seen it. Mm-hmm. Because you had groups of, like Pharrell, for example. When you look at Pharrell and how he was dressing, niggas was dressing baggy clothes. Pharrell was wearing it tight.
Yeah.
Skateboard look. But then you start to see
more people.
As his growth as a producer and an artist, as he became more notable, you start to see more and more the clothes got smaller and smaller.
I do remember that era too. It was like people was coming to school and they're like, bro, you got skinny jeans? I remember that.
That's what's so powerful with hip hop.
We went from super baggy
5X, 4XT
to Soulja Boy. Skinny.
We went from Soulja Boy.
Yeah. And then now we just going back to that too. Now it's like we back at the baggy. We back at the baggy.
But look, when you say we, you talk about the majority. Mm-hmm. I don't wear baggy. I still ain't conformed to that.
Yeah, that's not your thing.
It's never been, because I always like my shit to flow. I don't really, that's just me. I kind of just do me.
Yeah. I feel like you've always been like, you've always had your own personal style. You never like experimented with things like me. I love trying different pieces. I love going with the baggy, going with the skinny, going with the short, going with the long.
You won't catch me in a 5XT.
Yeah.
Now, I don't care if this is a trend now or later.
Yeah.
I want it to, it's aesthetic for me. Yeah. I'm not saying nothing wrong with a 5XT or 4XT, but nonetheless, it's all about your perception and how you want to put it on.
Yeah. How you put it on.
And I'm a firm believer in this. When you study hip hop, you really study that, it's the ones who got confidence and know that they know how to put it on, is the ones that set the trends.
Yeah.
Those are the ones. I just gave you the best example in hip hop when you seen the transition of when when Snoop Dogg drop it like it's hot, drop it like it. When that era and everybody's watching for real because they starting to see he's coming. He's not being behind the scenes. He's being in front of the scenes now. Yeah. You start to see the transition because before that it was Jay-Z button-ups.
Jay-Z button-up era?
It was the Jersey era.
Change clothes.
There you go. It was the Jersey era.
Oh, the Jersey era.
First it was the Jersey, and then Jay-Z came in and he said, man, we ain't doing that no more. Then you start seeing niggas start like, but then Pharrell came, and that's when it was like, nah, bro, we wearing skinnies. The whole skater culture. That was the skater culture. That's because he was tapped in over there.
Mm-hmm. The skater culture for sure.
That was their vibe. Been their vibe. But when you mix it in, we put our own sauce on it. Mm-hmm. We definitely put our own sauce on it. That becomes hip hop.
Yeah.
So, and like you said, it always does this.
Recycle.
And it's about just knowing when it's about to come. I've seen it. I see everything you see right now. Everybody wearing the whole baggies with the Stacey Adams little boots, square boot tops, and the whole like. I want to say kind of YG was kind of like on the forefront of them wearing those. And I don't really, but it's the truth. They're kind of like the dress shoes.
Oh, okay. They wearing skinnies with those? I mean,
no,
the baggy?
They're wearing the baggy with those. That's kind of like the thing right now. It's kind of like a cholo look.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but see, that's always been YG style too. I feel like he's always tall socks, the baggy shorts. Yeah.
So now it's his timing.
So when you think about certain artists, you think about their style. They have a specific style.
I already know. I can know exactly where the inspo is coming from because it always comes from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, okay, bet. That's like a cholo mixed with a little doo-doo, and that's it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, I really, that's what I love about hip hop is that when you study it, you understand that we all a part of it. We're all a part of it, man. It's just about understanding it, where it comes from, doing your homework, study. And so, yeah, style does play a big factor.
So to wrap it in a nutshell, style definitely matters. And if you're doing music, you should let that style roll over into your music. Don't hold back, because that might be what sets you apart from the next artist is your style. Like, for instance, when I was doing the live music review, there was an artist who submitted their music, and without him telling me, I'm listening, I'm looking at his visual, and I'm like, he giving me little baby vibes. And sure enough, somebody commented and was like, little baby. And what I'm thinking in my mind is like, now we got two artists that sound alike, but what I wish the guy could have done is just like put his own little baby twist on it, and that would have set him aside and not put him in that little baby category, if that makes sense.
I see what you're saying, but one thing what I realize the era we in is that we're naturally, especially the youth, the generation under us, we're naturally known to compare.
Yeah.
That's just where we at. Like, no matter how different you are, we're somehow, some way, we're gonna reference you. Like, it could be a rock and roll dude that's on some other. They're gonna be like, bro, that was Prince back in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's what, especially with the older people, they do that all the time. Like, nah, you don't even know that. So as humans, we naturally trying to like point you to that direction. Like, well, that's where you're going. So, but the thin line between that is like, even if they do that, you can't let that get to you. You just gotta still do you. Because your confidence should surpass whatever they think.
Whatever box they put you in.
Yeah. That part. Because they're going to put you in the box. That's what, it's unfortunately the time we living in, we ready to put a nigga in the box. That's why I live out the box. You know what I'm saying? Because they're
ready to put you in the box. Any type of box you can think of, they trying to put you in there.
That's what niggas do. So you got to live outside the box. And that comes with being confident.
Yeah.
they're gonna do that. You know.
Sometimes I subconsciously do that too. Like, so I agree. But however, when I do my music, I like to put my twist on it.
I know.
Like when I
see it. I see it.
I know. I'm just explaining for the people.
But I do know. Let's just be transparent, because that's what y'all gonna get on this live, and for me all the time is that the whole, it's kind of like Ice Spice.
Oh, bro, I've been getting so many Ice Spice references.
First of all, they saying that, let's just be clear. Whether they seen you or not seen you, they're gonna say that because if you think of a Jersey bounce, she's coined that right now.
Yeah, she's the forefront.
She's the forefront right now. So when they hear the beat, automatically, without even hearing your vocal, because if you go to every review you sent, when they first hear the beat, without even your vocal coming on, the first thing they say is, "Oh, okay, this a Jersey a Jersey bounce for sure,"
or a Ice Spice reference.
But they're only referencing the beat.
The beat. That's what they're talking about when they say the Ice Spice reference.
Okay, then. So at that point, they're not even judging you.
Mm-hmm.
They're judging the beat.
Mm-hmm.
It's more so they're judging the producer who made the beat. Mm-hmm. Because if you look at the reviews, I study this, man. I love music. And I study personality, because that translates to like if they like it or not. As soon as, if you look at every review, you've done 4 so far, you sent 4 out, and they all got the same nuance. Right when your voice comes on, they be like, "Oh, this a female? Oh, this hard." And so at that point, now they can't judge you, but the whole energy changes though, because now they're judging now how you sound. Mm-hmm. And everyone said like, "No, I like her tone." Mm-hmm. So at that point, that's the seasoning that's different from you. Mm-hmm. The beat is the same, similar, but your tone and how you carry yourself does not sound like Ice Spice. I don't care what nobody say. It's the Jersey bounce. Yeah. It's the beat that you selected. Yeah. For sure. We did that purposely.
Strategically.
We did that strategically. But if you compare vocals and no. And so that's the seasoning. That's the difference. And if you think about it, I mean, you know, the difference of being an independent artist and free is you're supposed to like get in these different bags. See, the box that they put you in, especially if you go on the other side, they're gonna say, "We want all these from you."
Oh yeah, they're gonna configure you into what they want you.
We want all Jersey, whatever beats. And I think what people about to see with this EP about to drop,
they're gonna see the versatility.
You can get a different bags. We just be having fun. We ain't here just cooking up. We not thinking too much of it. Mm-hmm. We just having fun with it.
Having fun with it.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, they're going to put you in a box. They're going to say what they're going to say. But at the end of the day, it's about you being confident and knowing what you want to accomplish. Yeah. And you shoot your shot.
And doing you and having fun with it.
And having fun with it. And I think even from the reviews, it sounds like this is something that you're having fun. Then I feel like when you do that, it translates. That's energy. Like when I'm looking at the reviews, I'm looking at when certain things, certain pockets in the beat drop, and it's the energy. You can feel it in the camera, because it's like when they first hear it, they want to move so bad. They're like, "Okay, I like this." Oh, at the same time of certain pockets, they're like, "Oh."
Does that he know he won't? That part, when that part plays, everybody is like,
"Okay."
Like, surprise, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like you hit them with a combination. You set them up, and then you hit them with a You feel me? And then that's the magic. And so that's the nuance. But it's love though, and I'm happy that you having fun with it, because I knew like it ain't nothing but confidence, man. Yeah. You got confidence in anything you're doing. Yeah, you're gonna have to build the skill set. It will take time. But when you put the confidence around the skill set, it's inevitable.
It makes the structure harder, if that makes sense. It gives you a good foundation.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so I guess we could wrap it up. Oh, well, no, I found a joint, man. You know, so if you don't know,
Now you know.
I don't miss when it come to like who's next or who's like that
On his A&R.
And on my A&R, I'm trying to tell you, man, I haven't missed yet, and I've been doing this a while. So this is an artist I came across. I'm really dragging. Like I like her style. I like the confidence.
You know what's the crazy part? So you remember this song we played the other day, and you was like, "Nah, that's not on the playlist. That's the recommended." Yeah. We was actually playing one of her songs. Look how that worked.
Because and I didn't even know. I didn't even look at that.
Yeah, no.
You had turn, but this goes back to my ear, babe. I just know what I like.
Yeah.
And I know what's next.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to hear her face, no nothing. All I know is this was something. Nah, that's deep. I ain't even look at it like that. But I just went on. It came on. Sleeka put it on accident.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, nah, who it is?
And then when you added the song to the playlist, I'm like, hold on, that name looked familiar. And we played a different song by her yesterday on accident. That's crazy.
Nah, she liked that. This the one I like though. The other one I like too.
Yeah, that's cool.
But that's the algorithm tripping in. Because even yesterday, how I came across her, I was on IG, and I'm like, I'm just the sound. I'm like, what's this? Yeah, I fuck with this. So.
All right, so if you guys don't know, we do have a curated playlist of underground artists that we add to daily. And so this is Anycia. I need to figure out if that's right. Anycia, because I don't want to butcher this artist name. But I think it's Anycia. And this is BRB, Be Right Back. So let's tap in. I like the cover. Cover fire.
Aesthetics. That style.
Yeah, that's style. Like we in LA, just like riding around.
I'm out of town, I do not know when I be back. Blowing up my phone, I know your baby mama away. You bitches dirty, you be fucking in the trap. Crying in the car cause she can't get her baby back. Yeah, she can't get her nigga back. You don't die once for me, I keep a nigga with some racks. If you mad, then you can leave, but you know ain't no spinning back. I know I am on the way, but I ain't about to take a nap. Yeah.
Her voice. I like her song.
I don't need a team, bitches green, so we can't link up. All of my baguette, it give me that. I fell in love with you. You know what I'm next, so yeah.
It's like chill. I feel like she like.
Yeah, not from me.
See the leg building this.
She like this. She like this.
Trying to copy what I do, but they can't be me. Roof is off the coop, I'm super cute. You bitches off the loop. You don't tell the truth, and that is why I do not fuck with you. I do not fuck around. See me going up, you bitches stuck, you bitches on the ground. I be super clean, put on my jeans and do my wipe me down. Yeah. Baby, what?
In her beat selection, I went through her catalog. I like the beats that she's picking.
Yeah.
It's real open and space, and she just in the pockets. She just floating in the beat. How many minutes, guys?
It's real short.
Real 147. So she understand the replay value. That was just short and sweet. Yeah, I think.
Let's see. Can we just play one more from her?
Let's get it. Go to her page. Let's see what else. The second one on the thing.
BRB is definitely trending. What's this? Make 'em dance. Should we do that one?
Let's see what that's about.
Make 'em dance. That's her next popular song.
You.
Her covers. Real not animated, but like cartoon like.
Slap the bitch out trying to fuck with my man. I'm in the coop and I'm counting up bacon. Ain't at his feet and I'm making him dead. I want to ride, I want me a Porsche. Asking me eat it, I told him of course. Don't fuck with no money, go straight to the store. Cute. I be riding the beat. Think he a gangster, I know he a geek. Thinking we close, but I know you a lead. You feeling froggy, I want you to lead. Bitch, you a student and I'm here to teach. Do what I want, he be kissing my ass. I do the dash all the way to the cash. Too many bitches, I think I'm a pass. Too many blickies inside of my bag. She hate being skinny, I bought her ass. She super pretty, this pussy is trash. Don't fuck around, I'm running this bitch. All my partners with niggas and dicks.
Next. You up next. For sure, one on the list.
Slap the bitch out trying to fuck with my man.
Okay, let's just do last one. This is called Delirious. Same artist.
Yeah.
Her cover again, bro.
Baby, don't care about the biz, can't call over the tree.
Oh, this is a
He
sample.
wanna ride, but don't have a blink, so he cannot ride in this whip. Give me the money, I'm gonna make it flip. Feel no gangster, sit back and chill. Love me in the game, give me a thrill. Fucking with you, cause I know that you real. One step, I ain't come back. I ain't the type to come right back, cause the bitch I know bitch can't get attached. Like a winner, I think I'm a lucky. Look out the video, you bitches do a crack. She popping in person, I'm into that. Make me bang, that's pretty fast.
You got the package. Her sound though, her beat selection is so superb, man. It fits. Like the space, how she rides the beat, the pockets.
Let me hear how it is. Okay. Anacia.
I don't know, man. I don't, like I said, I mean, you could confirm it.
Yeah. He called Cardi B before she became
Bobby Shmurda. T Grizzly. Everyone I called instantly, like even before, like I called Cardi B when she wasn't even.
She was in the house just doing like
funny videos. And my exact words, I'm like, nah, she a star. And you're like, why? I was like, because her personality. Mm-hmm. And she remind me of my wife's, one of my wife's mutual friends, I guess, or whatever. But remember, I was like, she remind me of, because he get a lot of clientele.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was like, that's that. I'm like, it's the energy at the end of the day. It's so many, like, it go back to the style. Cardi B's a lot of reason why I feel like she has a great fan base, mm-hmm. is because she got a dope style as far as her personality, and she's down to earth.
Yeah.
I feel like when you down to earth, a lot of people could connect with that.
Yeah, they gravitate towards that. Yeah.
Relatable, so.
But yeah, thanks for tapping in today. Hope you guys enjoyed today's little gems. Hope you learned something new. Pass it along. Share this video. Like this video. Comment on this video if y'all thought it was helpful. And we're going to see y'all tomorrow with some more tips, some more jewels, content.
And make sure you tap in. I mean, Lika might go live tonight, so shut your TikTok out. Cause
TikTok. Lately, I've been doing my music reviews on my personal TikTok. No, it's actually MAHOGANY. Hold on, I want to get it right.
It's popping everywhere, man. So she just gotta make sure you get the right handle. But
yeah, I want to make sure I give it to y'all right. Oh, okay. Wild_MAHOGANY. So I'll put it down in the description box for y'all. But tap in if you're an artist, you want to submit your music, get some live feedback from the chat. And yeah, we're gonna see y'all tomorrow. Bye.